Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so this will be a test to see. See if we get any audio out of it. Should only be like a 3-second delay, I think. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so this will be a test to see. See if we get any audio out of it. Okay, now let's see if you can hear me over the game. That's the next question. Should only be like a 3-second delay, I think. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so this will be a test to see. See if we get any audio out of it. Okay, now let's see if you can hear me over the game. That's the next question. Should only be like a 3-second delay, I think. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so this will be a test to see. See if we get any audio out of it. Okay, now let's see if you can hear me over the game. That's the next question. Should only be like a 3-second delay, I think. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so this will be a test to see. See if we get any audio out of it. Okay, now let's see if you can hear me over the game. That's the next question. Should only be like a 3-second delay, I think. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so this will be a test to see. See if we get any audio out of it. Okay, now let's see if you can hear me over the game. That's the next question. Should only Okay, I'll be back in just a few and we'll get the stream started. I think we're ready to go.
For 500 years, the Calradian Empire dominated the continent. Its armies scattered foes before them. The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled. To the wastes of the south.
Check out the intro here.
All was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich. But empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause. Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the Empire's tricks and devise new ones of their own. Until one day, the bonds holding the Empire snap. Then comes the Civil War, pitting all against all. A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples, to turn back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world from the ashes of the old.
From what I understand, I have to actually work my way up to take over kingdoms. But we'll see how it goes. I have no idea what any of these are. That kind of looks like it's Mongols. It's maybe Egyptian. Britons, maybe. Roman. Maybe Vikings. Maybe Grecians. I don't really know. I think I'm probably going to go with Empire, but I'm not sure. I'm going to take a break before we get going, use the restroom, and get myself prepared, and then we'll get going. Back in about 5. Alright, just getting back here. Hopefully the audio is working and you guys can hear me okay. I think it's only supposed to be a 5-second delay, but it seems to be a little bit longer than that. Alright. Well, let's give her a go. Alright, just getting back here. Alright. Now, who do I pick? I don't know anything about any of these. Never actually played this, so it's going to be an adventure here. I feel like the Empire is probably going to be what I want to go with, or these guys. Maybe these guys. I don't know anything about them, so it doesn't really matter, right? So I guess we'll go with I think I like these guys because I love the forest, so we're gonna go with them. Oh, it's gonna tell me about them. All right. The Betanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretched across northern Kharadia, and the Empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remain loyal to their traditional ways. They paint their faces when going to battle, and even their noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. 50% less speed penalty, 15% sight range bonus in the forest. Towns owned by Betanian rulers have +1 militia production, so they can produce militia a little faster. 10% slower build rate for town projects. Huh. Alright, what about these guys? The Vlandians are the descendants of adventurers from the west who lived under the Empire for centuries before forming an independent kingdom. With the decline of the imperial authority, they have evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a caste of warlike nobles who prefer to fight with spears and lances on horseback. 5% more renown from the battles, 15% more income while serving as a mercenary, 10% production bonus to villages that are bound to castles. Recruiting lords to armies costs 20% more influence. Production bonus to villages bound to castles, whatever that means. Sturgians. Sturgians are the descendants of the foreign tribes of northern Kharadia. As the Empire expanded into their cold forests, they found a ready market for the luxurious furs of woodland animals whom they traditionally hunted and trapped. Sturgian chieftains became princes, vying for preeminence with the help of Nord mercenaries who migrated into their realm. They are good hunters and wanderers, traveling far in search of opportunities both for trade and for plunder. Recruiting and upgrading infantry troops are 25% cheaper. Armies lose 20% less daily cohesion. 20% more relationship penalty from kingdom decisions. Okay. Let's see, Empire. The Kharadian Empire is in decline, even before the suspicious death of the Emperor Aronsios. The once united realm was torn by political rivalries. Today, those factions are in open war, yet Kharadians endure their methodical study of defensive strategy in which garrison cities slow down invading forces until mobile field armies can come to their rescue, help hold their neighbors at bay. Audience endure their methodical study of defensive strategy in which garrison cities slow down invading forces. So 20% less garrison troop wage. Being an army brings 25% more influence. Village hearths increase 20% less. See, I'm not even sure what most of this stuff is, so I don't really know how it actually affects anything. The Assyri. The Assyri are the inhabitants of the Nahasa Desert, a mixture of nomadic Bedouin and settled oases. Farmers. They are famous for their horsemanship and their knowledge of learning of many lands, especially medicine, gained from lying on some of the continent's most lucrative trade routes. Each clan is fiercely proud of its lineage and often jealous of the others, but when united by a charismatic leader, they become a major force in the south. Caravans are 30% cheaper to build, 10% less trade penalty, no speed penalty on desert. Daily wages of troops in the party are increased by 5%. Okay. The Kuzit Federation? The Kuzit Federation, confederation of steppe tribes, used to live a nomadic life, but have recently settled in the eastern frontier of the empire and are slowly transitioning into an agrarian society with permanent town centers. Despite this, they still retain many aspects of their nomadic life, including their affinity with horses. They are masters of mounted archery, shooting, then galloping out of reach. Recruiting and upgrading mounted troops are 10% cheaper, 25% production bonus to horse, mule, cow, and sheep in villages. Owned by Kuzit rulers. 20% less tax income from towns. 20% less tax income? We've already read about the Battanians. So they're kind of like the old woods protectors. Kind of liking them, but I don't know. Great axes and two-handed swords. The feudal society. This is kind of like the Vikings, maybe. More like their I mean, recruiting and upgrading infantry troops is 25% cheaper with these guys. And their armies seem to stay better linked because of the 20% less daily cohesion. I think we're gonna go with the Battanians. Or the Valandians. Battanians. We're going with Battanians. Let's see how it goes here. Oh goodness. Character creator. Some of these styles are interesting.
Advance! Line up! Advance to each other! Let them advance! Raise the ladders! Shield wall! Shoot arrows! Give way!
I'm gonna go with a little bit deeper voice here.
Climb up! Loose arrows! Hold your ground! Close in! Ha ha!
Kind of like that. Make him a little taller, maybe a little heavier, a little more athletic build here. Got to do something about that hair. Oh, love the mustache there, buddy. Decisions. Should I just make him look ridiculous? Or... Oh, I see. This is his facial hair. This is his head hair. Kind of digging this. What's this? Eye color or something? Oh, hair color, okay. Yeah, I'll go with the like brownish color there. We give him facial hair? Side chops? I don't know if I can change this later or not. Not sure what I'm committing to. Maybe we'll go with that to start. Kind of looks ridiculous, but maybe like a I don't really know what to pick here. There we go. We'll just start with that. Let's see what happens with that. Oh goodness. I'm not sure what exactly that's changing. But there's a whole lot of choices here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a marked up face. At least not for now. That's all I can do with that, I guess. Alright. Born into a family of okay, so this changes stuff here. Oof, okay. Now where's the chieftains? Family were trusted kinfolk of the Batanyan chieftain, and sat at his table in his great hall. Your father assisted his chief in running the affairs of the clan, and trained with traditional weapons of the Batanyan elite, a two-handed sword and flax and the bow. Plus 10 skill levels, and 1 focus point to two-handed and bow, 1 attribute point to vigor. Her parents were healers who gathered herbs and treated the sick. As a living reservoir of Batanyan tradition, they were also asked to adjudicate many disputes between the clans. Plus 1 skill levels, and 1 focus point to medicine and charm, 1 attribute to intelligence. Your family were middle-ranking members of the Batanyan clan who tilled their own land. Your father fought with the Kern, the main body of his people's warriors, joining in the screaming charges for which Batanyans were famous. Skill levels to 10 skill levels, and 1 focus point to athletics and throwing, 1 attribute point to control. Your family were smiths, a revered profession among the Batanyans. They crafted everything from fine filigree jewelry and geometric designs to well-balanced longswords favored by Batanyan aristocracy. Two-handed. The family had little land of their own, so they earned their living from the woods, hunting and trapping. They taught you from an early age that skills like finding game trails and killing an animal with 1 shot could make the difference between eating and starvation. Scouting and tactics, 1 attribute to cunning. Kind of thinking foresters or this one. Well, medicine and charm and intelligence would be good. So healers or foresters. So it looks like these are all the different ones here. We really only get a little bit of a perk. Kind of thinking maybe we'll go with this one. But I kind of want to have one-handed weapons so I can use a shield. Not that I chose that, but that's not even... That must be like my parents or something. I think we're going to go with foresters. As a child, you were noted for your attention to your aptitude for numbers, your way with people, your skill with horses. You were always attentive to other people, good at guessing their motivations. You studied how individuals are swayed and tried out what you learned from adults on your friends. Most children around you only had the rudimentary education, but you lingered after class to study letters and mathematics. You were fascinated by the marketplace, weights and measures, tallies and accounts, the chatter about profits and losses. One focus point to engineering and trade, one attribute point to intelligence. Athletics and bow. If the wolf pup gang of your early childhood had an alpha, it was definitely you. All the other kids followed your lead as you decided what to play and where to play, and led them in games and mischief. I think we're going to go with leadership skills. Well, aptitude for numbers is pretty... I think we're going to go with that one. Yeah, I'm trying to make it so that way I'm a good leader. I'm thinking I can build up my swordsmanship and horseback. A youngster growing up in Calradia, war was never too far away. You trained with the Hearth Guard, stood guard with the garrisons, rode with the scouts, trained with the infantry, joined the Kern, marched with camp followers. I'm gonna go with rode with scouts, probably. That gives me some horse. Single-handed there. You set out for a life of adventure. Your biggest achievement was you defeated an enemy in battle. Saved a village from a flood. Invested in land. Hunted a dangerous animal. Had a famous escapade in town. We're gonna go with a famous escapade. So maybe this will get me land, I don't know. And sold it for a considerable profit. Like many families in Karadia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer. But you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain, and your 2 youngest siblings seized. But you and your brother survived because you subdued a raider. You drove them off with arrows, you rode off on a fast horse, you tricked the raiders. You organized the travelers to break out. Subdued the raiders. Okay. Name. Oh, what should I name myself? Name myself after my old dog, Bea. Foresters live with people, so proud. Alright. Welcome Beowulf to the party. Shit, I don't know anything about this. Probably go with the easy one. Death possibilities. Battle death for all heroes. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it right there. We'll see how it goes. Very easy, just seems like it'd be too much. I know I have no idea what I'm doing, but very easy. I mean, come on. I'm a gamer.
Brother, it's been 3 days now we've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue our brother and sister? Are we up for a fight?
Well, I didn't really choose much for fighting, but okay.
This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush up on our skills. The practice could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders.
How should we prepare?
Well, if they're still pillaging, they may have split up into smaller groups. Hopefully we won't need to take them all on at once. But it would help if we could hire or persuade some people to join us.
That I could probably do.
This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush up on our skills. The practice could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders. The tracks look fresh, and I've seen some smoke on the horizon. Now, they can't move too quickly if they're still looting and raiding. No, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to rescue the little ones. Or die trying. This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush up on our skills. The practice could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders.
I'm probably gonna need to try to learn how to actually play this game because I've never played it. So, give me 1 second, and we'll do the tutorial here. Be right back.
For glory! can! Come on! Die! Ah! Ah!
Okay, so let's go.
Let's go on then.
Die! I'll tear your limbs!
Pardon me. All right. Move. Try to move.
Come on!
Oh, yay. Okay. Jump. Crouch. Can I like change my view? It's kind of. Range training. You can leave the training by holding.
Come on!
Okay, block. Punch.
For glory!
The longer I hold, the harder I punch. It looks like. Don't have any weapons yet. Should I punch him? What do you think? Punch him or not? Nah. He didn't even get affected. I hit like a bitch. Glasses, swords, arrows, I'm guessing. Can I break these? Yes. Okay, if I crouch, can I punch from crouch? Yeah, I can. Alright. Got over here. Bow, javelin, crossbow. You know, I think I'm gonna go with the bow. I need to get arrows too. Can't switch my weapon. I guess I'll figure that out. Oh, I don't want to leave yet. Do I talk to you, training master? Hello, sir. I vow to teach me the ways of the arrow. Okay.
Die!
Seconds ahead. That is 2 pierce damage. Alright. Let's try out a javelin here.
Die, you bastard!
Goodness. Do I need to aim higher with this or something? I guess I need to actually aim at it. That was terrible. Okay, I see. So the fall of it matters. skunk. 73. That sucks. I like this one more.
I'll cut you down!
I should try this one too, actually. Let's try
Die,
out the
you
crossbow.
pig!
Okay, I can still walk while I'm doing it. That's cool. Probably got to deal with fall on this one too, huh? Takes a minute to restring. Man, I don't really like the crossbow either. Okay. This one doesn't have fall like the javelin does. The bow seems to be the best, in my opinion. So I'm glad I chose that one. It's the one to like level up with. Man, this guy's slow. Well, that's handy. Okay. Can I do that with this one? Ooh, what a hit. Oh. Well, that's handy too. Why is it not aiming well that way?
Come on!
Oh, maybe I can't hit him because I wasn't in them. Rough. Oof. I think it works better this way. Okay, anyways. There's no like run, I guess.